I'm Fahey, and today we're going to build a chessboard.
The board's going to have a drawer underneath to hold all of the game pieces, and the game pieces are going to be Frozen themed, because I'm building the board for my little cousin Blakely, and that's her favorite movie. Start with 8 pieces of wood, 4 of each color, light and dark, each equal length. Then line them up and glue each side along the length and clamp them. This is going to be the top of our chessboard. We're going to build a box and a drawer around it, because one of the most difficult things about chess is finding all the pieces for it. Now we're going to cut the 4 pieces that are going to be at the outside of the box. There's going to be 2 different lengths to account for the thickness of the wood. To join the sides, I used a nail gun. I tried using a nail gun whenever the pieces wouldn't be seen, and then wood glue on the very outside. The pieces of the drawer were cut next and then joined in the same manner. This time we only needed 3 though. Then the bottoms of the box and the drawer were cut on the table saw. The pieces were a little rough, so they were sanded down until they felt nice and soft. The bottom of the drawer was nailed into place, and then the front of it was glued on. The bottom of the box was then glued into place. Back on the table saw, cut the board perpendicular to the way you glued it, then flip every other piece and glue it again. Now your board should actually look like a chessboard, and we're almost done. Now all you're going to have to do is glue it to the top of your box. The box itself is 20 inches by 20 inches, because a regulation chess square is 2.5 inches. It's about the right size to be an end table, so I think going forward I'm going to put some legs on it and put it next to my couch. Unclamp it and your box is done. All you have to do is slide the drawer into place and you are there. Now that the board's done, we're going to move on to the game pieces. Start by gluing your figurine to the bottom of a red Solo cup. Then we're going to mix our silicone molding material together. The ratio is 1:1, so it's easy just to eyeball. Try to mix to where there's no bubbles. It'll make the end product look a lot better. Once it dries, you get to remove the red Solo cup and then start cutting up until your figure, trying to get really close and snug into any of the undercuts in the figurine. Once it's out, you're going to want to cut out the bottom of a second cup, and then hit the mold with a little bit of mold release, that way your resin doesn't stick. From here, you mix your resin and then pour it into your mold and let it sit. When the resin dries, cut open the cup and remove your figurine. Else it came out without a full head and only part of one arm. Some people would call this a failure. Luckily, I'm not some people.
I'm Fahey. Today we're going to build a checkers board.
Chess pieces had failed. Luckily, you can make checkers pieces by just cutting a rod into uniform thickness. I spray painted one side's pieces green, because green's one of my top 2 favorite colors. Now the only thing left to do is to play a game of checkers. The board looks good, but unfortunately it does not come with friends.